Quick Tech Technology News Briefing.
Welcome to this week's Technology News Briefing for August 21st. Today we have a packed agenda, featuring topics ranging from AMD's latest acquisition to the former Google CEO's controversial comments on remote work. Our virtual reporting team has much to share in this episode. To kick things off, we'll hear from Brian, our specialist in acquisitions.
Thanks, Hope. Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, has announced its acquisition of AI and data center equipment manufacturer ZTSystems for nearly $5 billion. This deal marks one of AMD's largest acquisitions to date and aligns with the company's strategy to expand its offerings for major data center clients such as Microsoft and Meta. Upon closing the deal, AMD plans to divest ZT's manufacturing business while retaining its system design operations. Of ZT's 2,500 engineers, AMD will retain approximately 1,000. Additionally, ZTSystems' current CEO will join AMD and report directly to the company's data center chief.
And now we'll move to the latest layoffs news in the tech industry.
Following Intel's announcement of plans to lay off approximately 15,000 employees by the end of the year, Cisco has revealed its second round of job cuts for 2024. According to sources familiar with the matter, the latest layoffs are expected to affect between 4,000 and 6,000 employees. Cisco, a major technology company, reported a workforce of 84,900 employees in July 2023 before reducing its staff by at least 4,000 in February. Cisco's spokesperson said in an email that the layoffs are meant to allow the company to invest in key growth opportunities and drive more efficiency in our business.
China is in the way of becoming a major player in the satellite broadband space. Our virtual reporter Daniel have more to share on this.
China is emerging as a satellite broadband contender with the launch of its first batch of satellites, marking the nation's response to Starlink. This year, a total of 108 satellites are scheduled for launch, with an additional 540 planned for 2025. China's ambitious goal is to deploy 15,000 satellites into low Earth orbit, LEO, by 2030, aiming to provide internet access to users in remote and underserved regions. Google is done making Chromecasts by discontinuing its manufacturing line. After over a decade of selling the Chromecast, Google will replace it with the new Google TV streamer.
A new deal between Universal Music Group and Meta Platforms. More with Adam.
Universal Music Group and Meta Platforms have signed an expanded multi-year global agreement to allow music from Universal's artists to be used and shared across Meta's platforms, including Facebook and Instagram, and on WhatsApp for the first time. The Chinese tech giant Huawei is close to introducing a new chip for artificial intelligence use called Ascend 910C. Chinese internet companies and telecommunications operators have been testing the new chip in recent weeks. Huawei told potential clients that its latest processor is comparable to one NVIDIA introduced last year, the H100, and isn't directly available in China. Huawei's ability to keep advancing in chips is the latest sign of how the company has managed to overcome US sanctions.
Lenovo rides AI wave, which resulted in an increase in revenue in the first quarter of its fiscal year. More with Alice.
PC maker Lenovo saw profits rise for a second straight quarter. Lenovo's revenue jumped 20%. The company said the adoption of AI is helping its intelligent devices unit, which includes PCs, smartphones, and tablets. This growth marks the third consecutive quarter of revenue gains, following a challenging period of 5 straight quarters of decline. The European Union's Digital Markets Act, DMA, has come into force, and it's meant that some of the world's biggest tech companies are having to make major changes to how they operate. Specific changes include Apple allowing alternative app stores on iOS, Meta making WhatsApp interoperable with other messaging services, and Google letting EU users choose which services share their data. The law aims to boost competition. Epic Games, the maker of Fortnite, launched an alternative app store for iPhone users in Europe last week.
A new update to the recent Intel's defect has been published. More with Callum.
Intel added 2 years of additional warranty coverage for its 13th and 14th Gen Core processors in a follow-up to the defect found on specific CPU models, which CPUs from those 2 generations to crash. Intel has confirmed that there is no fix for this issue and any damage is permanent. The Verge website did a great job by checking with multiple PC makers to see how they are going to react with regards to the warranty. Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt is walking back on his controversial comments about remote work, which recently drew scrutiny on social media. During a lecture at Stanford University, Schmidt blamed Google's lag and mishaps in developing artificial intelligence technology on remote work.
Google decided that work-life balance and going home early and working from home was more important than winning,
said Schmidt.
And the reason startups work is because the people work like hell.
He also warned university students who are planning to start a company that their business will not have a competitive edge if they allow their employees to work from home.
Thank you for joining us for today's technology news briefing. Be sure to stay tuned for more updates and insights in our upcoming episodes.